Hello, it's Tuesday, 23rd April 2024, and this is a news review from Transview Media, where we deliver facts, untangle complexities, and keep you informed. I am Stephen Best Ianulua. Polity was divided yesterday over the clamor of the state police in Nigeria as leaders brainstormed on a one-day national dialogue on state policing organized by the House of Representatives. While some leaders backed state police, the Inspector General of Police Kayode Ogbekotun disagreed, countering that Nigeria was not ready and mature for it because it was open to abuse by governors. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who flagged the dialogue open, urged participants to consider the implications of state police. Some called on the government to address the nagging and welfare challenges of the central police before adopting state police. Those who endorsed state police, including former President Goodluck Jonathan, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Minister of Police Affairs Senator Ibrahim Gadem, Emeritus Catholic Archbishop of Abuja John Cardinal Oyekon, and Oni of Ife Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi, amongst others. Moving on, the power distribution companies in Nigeria are currently being unbundled along state lines due to its large sizes that often result in inefficiency and ineffectiveness. The federal government declared yesterday it stated that the privatization of these companies will not be reversed, but stressed that the discos would be broken into more efficient structures along state lines so as to be able to deliver to their mandate. This came as the federal government also ordered sales of discos that have been taken over by banks and asset management corporation from its original investors and owners. Currently on discos are under management of banks and AMCON. Moving on, the Nigerian National Petroleum Commission Limited and its joint venture partner, New Cross Exploration and Production Limited, have successfully restarted operations at Awoba Field, which had been shut down since February 2022 due to evacuation issues and crude oil theft. A press statement today by the Chief Corporate Communications Officer, Olufemi Soneye, noted that since the restart on April 13, 2024, the Awoba Field has been leveraging on 8,000 barrels per day, and production is expected to wrap up to 12,000 barrels per day within the next 30 days. The Awoba unit, which straddles OMS 18 and 24, located in mangrove swamp south of Port Harcourt River State, both OML 18 and OML 24 assets are under management of the NNPCL Upstream Investment Management Services. Again, following the absence of the immediate past Governor of Kogi State Yahaya Bello for his arraignment, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja today has ordered the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC to serve a copy of the charge against his lawyer. Relying on provision of Section 382 and 5 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act ACJA 2015, Trial Justice Emeka Nwate directed the lawyer to announce an unconditional appearance for the defendant, Mr. Abdul Wahab Mohammed San, to receive a copy of the charge on behalf of his client. The court held that the law was clear and it became practically impossible to effect personal service of a legal process on the defendant. Such could be done through substituted means by handling the same to either his counsel or any adult in his household. The authorities of Onitsha South local government area of Anambra State have demolished illegal structures and shanties along the bank of the River Niger by Niger State Fege, Onitsha. The exercise, which started on Sunday, had continued yesterday and saw the demolition as machine houses, stores, and sand beaches of sand miners and traders doing business along the area. This demolition affected several equipment, houses, shops, business premises, and is coming barely a month after over 2,300 shops in the same area were demolished by a council area. The owner of an Abuja-based Chinese supermarket, criticized for barring Nigerians and restricting entry to Chinese nationals, has refuted claims that her store is only meant for a specific group of people. She also clarified that the establishment is not a supermarket, but rather a retail shop aimed at meeting essential needs of her local community. Liu Bei disclosed this in a personally signed statement in Chinese and English language today, noting that she feels scared seeing a lot of people she doesn't know in front of her store. She also clarified that her establishment is not a supermarket, but rather a retail shop aimed at meeting the essential needs of her local community. Her reaction followed a summon notice of threat and sanction by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission yesterday, and it sealed her store. But in her defense, Bear stated that she sells to residents, workers, visitors who come to her store after visiting the office building, regardless of nationality. The National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure and the Nasarawa state government seem to have firmed up plans to commence a tractor manufacturing plant in Lafia, the capital of the state. Aside from the engineering company, a division of St. Bob Motors Limited will also be involved in this collaboration. This was contained in a statement signed by the Director of Information of NASENI, Segun Oyekena, yesterday. According to the statement, Executive Vice and Chief Executive Officer of NASENI, Haliu, noted that the project, which is aimed at creating wealth and jobs for Nigerian youth, is aligned with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda for ensuring food security and promotion of mechanized farming and agro-businesses in Nigeria. Controversial cross-dresser Idris Okunleye, popularly known as Bobrisky, yesterday filed a notice of appeal challenging the 6-month maximum sentence given to him by a federal high court in Lagos. Okunleye was charged by the Economics and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) on 4 counts bordering on naira abuse. He pleaded guilty before Justice A.O. Awoba of the Federal High Court, Lagos. Justice Awoba on April 12 sentenced Okunleye to 6 months imprisonment without an option of fine. However, counsel for Okunleye, Mr. Bimbo Pusano, filed a notice of appeal praying to the Court of Appeal to set aside the maximum sentence, asking the court to replace the sentence with an option of 50,000 naira fine on each of the counts. And that concludes today's news session. We trust you found this information very insightful and valuable. Feel free to connect with us on all our social media pages. And until next time, I am Stephen Best Iyanoloa. Goodbye.